Dear students, welcome back to my class. Today we are starting with the topic biodiversity. In this chapter we are discussing about what is meant by biodiversity, what are the different levels of biodiversity, types of biodiversity and how can we measure the biodiversity. So let's move. Have you heard about the famous quote of Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein states that look deep into the nature and then you will understand everything better. This is a quote which is regarding the biodiversity. Okay, so you will understand this quote when you went through the coming slides. Okay, so let's move. What is meant by biodiversity? The biodiversity comes from two Greek words, bio and diversity. Bio means life and diversity means variety. So, the term biodiversity literally means the variability or variety among living organisms. It can be defined as the variety of life forms, which includes the different genera, species and ecosystem which is existing on the earth and its essential interdependence of all living things. Okay, it includes a number of different kinds of organisms and their relative frequency in an ecosystem. What are the different types of organisms which is found in an ecosystem and how they are and how frequently they are observed in an ecosystem. The term biodiversity was coincided by a famous scientist who is known as Walter G. Rosen in 1986. Globally, there are about 50 million species of plants, animals and microbes are known to be existing. Among these 50 million species, only 2 million species are identified so far. So, this biodiversity generally includes the variability among all these 2 million species. That is, it includes the variability of genus, varieties, species, populations of different ecosystems and the relative abundance of the species. Clear? Then, what is the use of biodiversity? The knowledge of biodiversity is essential for the sustainable utilization of resources. What are the resources? Actually, the biological resources provide us the basic needs such as nourishment, clothing, house, fuel, medicines and revenue. So we need to utilize all these biological resources in a sustainable manner. Okay, that can be done only by the knowledge of biodiversity. Clear? Then, what are the different levels of biodiversity? Biodiversity can be assessed in three distinct levels. What are they? Genetic diversity, species diversity, ecosystem or community diversity. What is meant by genetic diversity? Genetic variation which is existing within a species, okay, or both among individuals within a single population. We know that single population includes all the similar individuals. If there occurs any variation in this, all the members which is existing in a population or all the members belong to a particular species, it includes genetic diversity. Okay, here you can see that I have cited three examples. This is banana, this is butterfly and this is dog. Here you can see that there are different varieties of bananas, right? So this is the genetic diversity of banana. Clear? Here you can see that all these are butterflies, but they are different in their color as well as in the arrangement of veins, venules and also the wings. Okay, so but they are coming under what? The Lepidoptera, right? So this is the diversity of butterflies. Here you can see that all these are coming under Canidae family. That is, they are dogs. But you can see that there are different varieties. So all these things, these changes which is found only in a single species, it is called what? Genetic diversity. Then what about the species diversity? Actually, we know that our ecosystem or our earth generally consisting of different kinds of species, right? Here you can see that there are different kinds of species are there, right? So the biodiversity covers the full range of species on earth. It includes the species diversity includes the different variety of or the different diversity of species. It includes all the species, microbes, virus, bacteria, plants, animals, etc. Clear that this is called species diversity. Then comes ecosystem or community diversity. The biodiversity includes variations in the geographical community is called ecosystem or community diversity. This includes variations in the community in which the species lives or the community exists. Clear? The interaction within and between the biotic and abiotic component are generally constituting the community as well as the ecosystem diversity. We know that what is meant by ecosystem. There are terrestrial ecosystem are there, aquatic ecosystem are there, then marine ecosystem, estuarine ecosystem. Here you can see that I have cited 4 different ecosystems like desert, coral reef, prairie and tundra. Here you can analyze those species which is found in this desert are not seen in coral reef, right? Those found in the coral reef that you cannot see on the rest of the 3 ecosystems. So it is species specific. So the diversity which is found within each ecosystem constitute the ecosystem or community diversity. There are different types of biodiversity. Okay, so what are they? Genetic diversity means diversity within the genes. You know that what is meant by gene. Genes contains alternative forms of alleles. So there occurs a variations in the alleles of a single gene. Organismal diversity, that is the differences in the morphology, anatomy and the behavior of different organisms that constitute organism diversity. Then population diversity includes the frequency density of different individuals of a population. Species diversity, it includes the different types of species. Okay, community diversity, it includes the diversity in ecological interactions. This is similar to that of ecosystem diversity. Landscape diversity, it includes species composition of different landscapes. Biogeographic diversity, it includes the diversity in geological as well as the geographic history. Clear? Then how can we measure this biodiversity? We can measure biodiversity in 3 distinct ways. The first one is called alpha diversity. It refers to the number of species. This is specifically the number of species in a single community, and this number of species is generally known as species richness. Okay, and this species richness is generally used for comparing number of species in different communities. Here you can see that there are 2 communities, community 1 and community 2. Comparing with the community 2, you can see that the major number of species is high in community 1. This is called what? Alpha diversity. Then what is meant by beta diversity? It is a degree of change in species composition along an environmental gradient. This is called the beta diversity. Here you can see that the environmental gradient is the slope of a mountain. Here you can see that this is generally having high beta diversity because in each region of this mountain slope or the elevation increases, the number of species, there occurs a change in the species composition. Okay, those species which is found in this region is not seen here, and those 2 species which is found here and here is not seen here. So this is called what? A beta diversity. Beta diversity is high if the species composition of most community changes successively at higher elevations. This is higher elevation on a mountain slope. And beta diversity will be very low if the same species of moss occupy the whole mountainside. Here you can see that in this 3 distinct regions of the slope, you can see that the only 1 species is found in these 3 areas. So here the diversity is low. So comparing with this one, the first one, here the diversity is very much reduced. This is called beta diversity. Then comes gamma diversity. It applies to the diversity in several range of communities. Okay, that is called gamma diversity. It generally applicable to a large geographical scale. We can apply only this gamma diversity in a large geographical area. This is a condition in which the rate at which the additional species are encountered as geographical replacement within a habitat type in different localities. This is called the gamma diversity. It is a species turnover rate with the distance between the sites of organism. Okay, this is a species diversity in area 1. Here this is species diversity in area 2. Here you can see that this is a species diversity in area 3. This is called gamma diversity. I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, please do in the comment section. Thank you.